I'm an art consultant, and I was working with Tom Main and Michael Rotundi, Morphosis Architects, in 1987, building a new comprehensive cancer center. It was a totally unique idea. So one time I'm over at their offices on Stoner in Santa Monica. Michael asked me if I would like to come into his office because he wanted to talk to me about something. And I said, sure, and he sat at a big flat desk like this, and he said, I'd like to ask you if you'd like to be on the board of SCI-Arc. Now this is 1987. And I said, why? You know, and it was way over in Santa Monica, and I had been going to some of the lectures because SCI-Arc has always had simply amazing architects, year in, year out, giving fantastic lectures, and they're all worth going to. Anyway, I said, so why? And he said, because you're subversive. And I thought, I am? But I thought it was a nice line. And at the time, I was head of the Cultural Affairs Commission in downtown Los Angeles, and I was trying to make the procedure better as far as how we were advancing those buildings coming in the late 80s, which there was no real architectural review, and it turned out that we were the board that was the Architectural Review Board, but it wasn't called that. I have made lots of contributions to Los Angeles. Well, MOCA being the first one, and once you discover that you can gather numbers of people together and you can actually create something, then you think you can do it again. And you can do it again, and you can do it in different kinds of ways, but it's difficult. But now there's so much more information that you can access. I also helped create the Pasadena Museum of California Art, and that was many years after MOCA, and it was a totally different experience. Of course, Pasadena is a small, very conservative community, but we did make that museum, and it's still operating. I feel passionate about SCI-Arc, always have, and I've done a number of things in the community. I'm a community activist kind of person. One of my major roles here has been working with the fundraising director. I learned how to fundraise when we were making MOCA back in 1979 and 80. So many people were interested in creating a museum of contemporary art because LACMA was not paying enough attention to it. So that's how I learned how to fundraise. So the whole time that I've been here, I've always worked with whoever the fundraising person is. And in every case, we've become friends. I've worked on every main event, every single main event. And they're fun, they're terrific. And in the past, we have gotten marvelous donations from architects, not just on staff, but other architects, and those have sold. It's a lot of work doing a main event, and hopefully always worth it. My most memorable, experience was when I was asked to be a bartender, and we for a huge party that we had here when we finally bought the building. One of the reasons I wanted to be a bartender, I still do, is that's the only way you can meet everybody in the room. It's also a way you could meet everybody 2 or 3 or 4 times during the length of the event. That's memorable, yeah.